Welcome to a great scene here. Excitement and energy flowing in the stadium as we get ready for this week's Game of the Week. And we can only hope that it matches the hype. This is not a normal matchup. Two teams ranked in the top 10, colliding right here in the middle of the season, trying to make a strong statement. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Buffalo Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down here for this offense. Ball handed off. Finds room at the 30. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Past the 20. Crosses the 10. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And now the running back's got it again. And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Can he get there on the ground? That picks up a first down. They'll spot it at the 39. No huddle now for the offense. Looking to pass this time. And that one's picked off. What a play. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the defense joins the party with a pick six. And a pick six, a monster play by this defense here, Kirk.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving in some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Buffalo offense back out there. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick six last time out here. That's a design quarterback keeper. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
And the wideout goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
So a very makeable third down for the offense with a 29. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On third down, it's a handoff. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Man, I love the toughness from this offense here on third down and short. Being able to get behind a big physical offensive line. They get a hat on a hat, get enough of a push, and the back is able to get behind there and find just enough real estate to pick up the first down.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Caught quickly. Tackle made after the completion.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. It's an option look. Running through the tackle. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He lets it go on the move. He pulls it in for a big gain. An explosive play. Moves the ball across midfield. They'll spot it at the 38.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. They're going to run the option. Gets the first and still running. That's a solid gain there. He keeps it and picks up the first down himself. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. And a senior making a disruptive impact play.
That's a really nice job of bouncing back by this defense after giving up that big gain. This time they get the pressure and bring that quarterback down.
Second down now after the sack. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Caught in the backfield. It's Tucker. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time.
How about the discipline of this defense here on second down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's third down.
Ninth play of the drive coming up. This is a tough third and long. Direct snap to the back. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. And he's got it from 49 yards out. What a powerful kick.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Catch made on the out route. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Back behind the quarterback, aligned in the pistol. Keeping it on the ground here. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Horde. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Second down after that run on the previous play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. They'll try to run for the first down. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
Here's a great example of a back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. And the pass falls incomplete as time expires in the first quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Running back has it on a screen now. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
And the Bulls offense is back out on the field. This is not the time to settle for field goals. They've got to find the end zone here. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. In the clear at the 25. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
This defense has got to be aware of these quick throws to these wide receivers. They're lucky he didn't come up with more yards.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Tucker. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Offense operating at high tempo now. No huddle. Quick throw out left, complete. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. And they pick up the first down at the 23, getting closer to the red zone.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. It's a quick grab. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Offense now operating in the red zone. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. They'll try to run it with the option. Pitches to the back. Great cut there. Tackle made, but it's enough for the first down. A well-executed option play.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact, but that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off, and at least picked up some positive yards.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Caught near the goal line. And he scores. Touchdown, Buffalo. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
And he's back to throw again on second down. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed, but what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Offense looking to convert on third and short from the 27. Can he make it to the marker? Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
And the Wolverines will bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. And it's a solid punt headed toward the sideline. And he punts it out of bounds, so no return. Here comes the Bulls offense back out of the field. A beautiful, balanced drive reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. On the run, it's Tucker. That run moves the ball across the 40.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Getting set. Here's second down. Here's the handoff. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? Can they pick up the first on the ground? He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield to the 48.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention. Good back, but I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Tailback with another carry. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Receiver makes the catch. And that game will pick up a 1st down and move the football to the 36.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Takes the handoff. It's Tucker. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Trying to extend the play. He'll try a pass here. Here's the target, and it's complete. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there.
We are in the age of the mobile quarterback, and you saw it right there. The ability to scramble out of the pocket, extend the play, and make passes like that is invaluable to the offense.
1st and goal, an opportunity to take the lead before halftime. They'll try the option play here. Oh, the ball comes loose. The offense falls on the fumble, keeps possession.
Well, the offense catches a break here, lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. The quarterback delivers complete to the right side. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So here we go. After a long drive, it's 3rd and goal. Can they punch it in or settle for 3? And he'll set up to throw. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, so the lead is 17-14. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And here's the fair catch by the return man. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Running out of time in the pocket. They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the first half. The minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick this away to begin the second half. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. The Buffalo offense is back out on the field now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Defense makes the tackle, but that screen produces a pretty solid gain.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screen play. Nice positive gain for the offense.
It's 2nd down after that completion. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
They go with a direct snap. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45, a solid gain.
Well, here's the first play to start this second half, and it's really more the same of what we saw in the first half. Really no need to make drastic changes. What you're doing in that first half gave you the lead. Just keep working on it.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Linebacker shifting around now. Gonna run it. It's Tucker. And he's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49. Empty backfield. Offense spreading the field with 5 wide. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
Maybe a little bit too creative here on this 4th down play call by the offense. I think the defense was anticipating the offense trying to get the ball into the hands of that receiver, whether it was a pass or a run. And by anticipating it, they're able to keep him short of the 1st down marker.
Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the 1st down marker.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. The quarterback's got it on the option. The back's got it on the pitch. That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. They'll run it to the left. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Important 2nd down play coming up. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Impressive spin there. The freshman is brought down after a really solid run there.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
The Wolverines pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. The pass is intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here. Now the 40, at the 30 now, inside the 10. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Buffalo.
You know, we talked to him during the week, and he told me he was a high school corner. And I can see why. He's got tremendous ball skills to make that play and then to be able to take it all the way back for a touchdown. Just outstanding.
they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point makes it a 10-point game. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Turn starts inside the 15. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick six. Can they recover from that right now? Offense will keep it on the ground here. Fights off a defender. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. The defense with more pre-snap movement. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Receiver makes the grab. He'll go down right there. Worked his way for a short gain, but not enough for the first down.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
And the Wolverines will line up on 1st and 10. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. It's a short completion to the tight end. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
First down here for this offense. Here comes a handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. And here comes playmaker only number 6 on this drive. They look to throw it here on second down. Running back grabs it on a screen. They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a first down. First and 10 now for the offense. Movement at the second level of the defense now. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen, but where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on third down. Short throw to the back, an easy completion. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage. Fans of the defense got to be frustrated. The offense cannot be stopped here. Pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
A chance to get right back into this football game. It's first down and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan. So here we go, fourth quarter. They've cut into the lead, but still work to do.
Well, I think the cool thing is that they're still battling, and they put themselves at least in a position now to possibly come back and maybe, who knows, win this game. But it's going to be up to their defense. They've got to get the ball back to have a chance.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Buffalo offense back out there. First down, looking to throw the football. Finds a man to the left, big catch downfield. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the fourth.
Trying to find some room. It's Tucker. And he's brought down out at the 46.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
A gain makes it second and medium. Now, to play fake, he'll look to throw it. On the run here. Lets it go. Not enough on that one. It falls incomplete.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. I think he's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. Oh, it's snapped to the back. Tackled across midfield at the 48. Good enough for a first down.
Boy, this guy just keeps playing good football. He's like a bowling ball out there. Gets low pad support, running over top of defenders. Just a gritty runner, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead here in the 4th quarter.
On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. Breaking free at the 35. Out of bounds after another huge chunk on the ground. What a job by this offensive line today.
And that's going to be a first down. And really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the 4th quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Looking right, this one caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. This quarterback on fire today. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ballgame.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Wolverines' offense is back on the field. And looking to throw now on first down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
Here's the second down play. Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. That ball snagged for a completion. Moves his way for a first down to the 35.
Chris, it just feels like the offense is almost teasing the defense with this play. As an offensive coordinator quarterback, you're often looking for that soft spot in the zone. And here, they do a nice job of finding that hole for a nice gain.
On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Makes a quick catch. He gains 9, so it's second and 1. The Wolverines hustle to the line to run the hurry up. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Hey, it's a nice pickup. You got the first down on the ground. That's a great job. But remember, it's a two-possession game. You got to pick it up a bit. This defense will welcome those kind of plays all game long because the clock will keep moving. So you got to put that ball in the end zone and try to get the ball back.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. Good job of the defense to fight through the blocks on that screen. He's short of the first down marker.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
He hands it off from the gun. Breaks breaks loose at the 40. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Every now and then, we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. It's an out route. The catch made. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. So now it's 3rd and short from the 30. A chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. Try and muscle for the first down. Finding space at the 20. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
You know, this back is taking advantage of his opportunities tonight in his football game. And here's another example on 3rd down. They put the ball in his hands. He knows exactly where to go to pick up the first down. And he's able to do that here in the 4th quarter.
Catch made on the right side. And they finally tackle him down at the 1. Big gain in the pitch and catch.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent. Incredible effort.
All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. That's an important score. We got a 1-possession game now, Kirk, and it's game on.
It's game on, and now it's about this defense coming up with a stop. Everybody in the stadium knows that they're going to run the football and try to milk the clock. So what can your defense do to ensure they don't do that successfully?
And the extra point gets it within 3, 31-28. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Bulls offense is back out on the field. Play action here on first down. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Man, I love these fullbacks when they get a chance to get their hands on the ball. Most of the times, in most offensive schemes, they block all the time. Just a forgotten player. Here, they slip him out and let him catch the football, and he shows the kind of damage he can do.
We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. First down at 10. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. The ball is loose. The offense gets the football back. Very lucky. Still have a chance now.
is big-time awareness by his teammate to get on top of that football. As a result, they catch a break and are able to retain possession.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. And the call is a quarterback sneak. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking for a gap, it's Tucker. Sophomore brought down after a nice run.
You know, sometimes, Chris, we get caught up in the speed and the quickness, and obviously those are important assets to have as a running back. But what you just saw from this guy, and he's had a pretty good day, is his ability to break tackles in the open space. And he gets through those arm tackles. You can see what he's capable of doing after being able to shake free with the speed that he has.
And it's a kneel down. Well, really entertaining one. It was fun one to call. They get the W, Kirk, in a shootout.
Not much to criticize for either of these teams on the offensive side, but where they put on a great show. But for the two defenses, especially the losing squad, you can't imagine their coach is too happy with their performance.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.